Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Big Jake back with another installment of Metal Life. I know I said I was going to try to do a video a week, but unfortunately some shit happened, and I also took a couple cues from my friends and family about what they think I should do. But hopefully now I'll get back on track and I'll be able to do some more videos for you. And because like I said, I took some cues because I want this to be something people actually enjoy looking at. People find it informative and about the bands that I do on here. So working towards that. First couple videos, I don't expect them to be any kind of great thing, but do the best I can for you, and for all the other metalheads out there. So we'll go ahead and get started. Now, what you heard in the background is going to be the subject today. It's a band called Downthesun. Here's what their album looks like. Now, Downthesun, a lot of people never heard of this band. They formed in 1999. They were actually started by the bass player Lance Collier, also known as Kook, and the samples guy Nathan Church. The album was recorded in 2001 and came out October 1st, 2002. They did have a few members before they recorded the album. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any names on that, but just so you know, I'm not lazy. I did look. Honestly, I just couldn't find it. But the people that recorded the album were Lance Collier, Kook on bass, Nathan Church on samples, Aaron Peltz on vocals, Anthony Satone Stevens on vocals, Danny Spain on drums, and Neil Godfrey on guitar. Now, the thing about this, for all those who own the album like I do, in the booklet it doesn't mention Neil Godfrey. And the thing about that is he recorded the album, but he left shortly after that. After that, he left to join the original Moto Grader and a band called Low Pro with the old lead singer of Ultraspank, Pete Murray. And he was replaced by a guy named Bruce Swink. So Bruce Swink is the guy. He's not on the album, but he did all the guitar work after the album. But he is mentioned in the booklet, and that's why I think they put him in there, was because he joined literally like right after the recording. So, but like I said, they formed in 1999. They formed in Kansas City, Missouri, or Missouri, for all those of you who don't know how to pronounce it correctly. Now, the band Downthesun, they got their name from a Wicca ritual known as drawing down the sun, and Kook said in an interview, he said it means they draw down their own energy from the sun to create their own circle of magic. And the other interesting thing about this is the band's first name was the Six, which is also have to do with Wicca. They said that the moon is the sun is 6 and the moon is 9, and they said you need 3 negative influences and 3 positive influences, and they have 6 members. And they said you need all 6 to have absolute truth. So basically, in other words, I think he was saying that they needed all those guys to make their sound work. They do have kind of a unique sound in the way that they had 2 male vocalists who did harsh vocals on both. Aaron Peltz did do some singing, but for the most part they did harsh. Satone was the one who did like the more high-pitched screaming sounds. Also, the song you heard was a song called Medicated. That's the only single that came off of their self-titled album. They did a video for it. The video is pretty interesting, pretty cool. Kind of generic, I would say, just because it's like in some kind of doctor's like laboratory kind of thing, or just some kind of experiment, you know what I mean? Just something like that. And there's a couple of times where you see the lead singer is like strapped to a metal chair, and the lead singer, Satone, he's a big guy with a big tattoo on the side of his face. He's laying on the floor like this, like shaking like that, and it's kind of funny to watch. Good music, though. Also, Bruce Swink is also the guitar player that's in the video. So, they were originally signed to a Sire / London Records, but that company went belly up. So they ended up being signed to Roadrunner Records. They got the attention of Sean Crahan from Slipknot when they opened up for Slipknot at a show. And of course that's what they put out the album under, was Roadrunner Records. When they came out, they were considered what was nu metal. And the thing about nu metal is it seems to be a pretty wide category as far as sound. The most famous band I think to come out that's considered nu metal is Slipknot. Then you got like Downthesun there, and then for example In Flames, their newest sound is considered nu metal, from what I've read. And, I mean, I myself personally don't think it's nu metal, but I'm not an official critic. This stuff's just my opinion, so whatever. Like I said, they formed in 1999. They recorded the album in 2001, and it came out October 1st, 2002. But, Medicated was, I think I mentioned it was the only single that they sent off the album. They made a video for it. Something else kind of cool about their songs, they have a song on there called Lucas Tool, which is actually a song they wrote about the serial killer team of Henry Lee Lucas and Honest 2, who killed a bunch of folks in the 70s. At the time they came out, they were actually introduced to me by a buddy of mine named Rusty. When they came out, we were both real excited about the group. They sound, like I said, I think they have a really good sound. Their guitar work, I wouldn't say is anything special or technical. Sounds good, but it's just not very complicated work. Same with the bass. The samples are pretty cool. Got some pretty cool tones in there. Like, for example, the song Medicated, at the very beginning, you hear a woman asking some guys about what kind of drugs they're looking for. And at the end of it, one of the guys says, I drink a bottle of cough syrup, and then I don't feel like I'm in my body. I'm walking with my body, going where my body goes, but it's not like I'm here, I'm over here. And if you listen to it, when he says over here, it switches from one speaker to another. It's a pretty cool effect. When we looked them up, they had a tour date scheduled for like a year and a half. It was literally like they were just going to be touring constantly. The sad part about that is, though, in 2003, out of nowhere, pretty much every member of the group left except for the founding members, Kook and Nathan Church. And everything I found, it literally says, for reasons unknown, these people left the group. And I still to this day have no idea why they ended up leaving the first time. But afterward, I guess they did find some replacements, did some demo stuff that was never released, played some shows in the Midwest, but ultimately in late 2003 called it quits. But for all those who enjoy the band, one bit of good news. They've reformed in 2010 with the lineup. I don't want to say the lineup on the album because, like I said, Bruce Swink wasn't actually on the album, but the lineup that I mentioned before of Aaron Peltz, Kook, Nathan Church, Satone, Danny Spain, and Bruce Swink, they reunited, and they do plan on doing another album and do plan on doing some touring. So for all of you out there, including myself, who enjoy this group, let's get out there and see them if they come around. Support them, you know. Yeah, Mountain Dew. Gotta love it, right? I have a buddy of mine who calls this Jesus is piss. So to my buddy Ray, this dude's for you. So that's Downthesun. Like I said, they really didn't do much. They were only around for about a year after their first album came out. But hopefully now that they're back together, they'll be around for some years to come, and all of us that like them will get a chance to see them. So I'm not really quite sure what I'm going to do next time. Hopefully you guys will check this out. Like I said, this is only my second actual review thing, so I don't expect it to be Oscar material. But, you know, I'm always looking for pointers and comments, so feel free. Anybody has any requests out there, feel free to email me at jake2085@hotmail.com. Until next time, keep it metal, keep it brutal, and I'll see you later.